Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this very content today, it is all about proof of funds update / analysis. This content is coming timely. It is very important. For those of you who have intentions to travel abroad, this content is for you because many of you don't even have idea of how proof of funds works. That is why this content is coming timely, because I'm going to take my time to break it down to you so that you can understand how this works. Because I have realized that the most difficult aspect of traveling abroad, the most difficult requirements for people to meet is the proof of funds. There are cases where people have all the required documents. They don't have enough money or insufficient money, if you will, in their bank accounts. And by so doing, after applying for visas, they are being told that they are refusing them that visa because of insufficient funds. So, just like of recent, a lot of people have been receiving messages from Canada requesting them to submit their passports to get their visas, while others were not so lucky. So for those of you who have been reaching out to me saying, Osakome, they applied for visa, for Canada visa since 9 months ago, 12 months ago, 6 months ago, do well to check your email. That message might just be there. And also, if you use the travel agent to apply for that visa, it is important for you to reach out to that travel agent to let them know that IROCC have started sending messages to people and they should check your email. Because there are cases where after I made the content, I did that content last year. I said something like that this year. Eventually, somebody reached out to the travel agent, not knowing that they have received messages to come and submit their passport to get their visas. But because the travel agent was so busy with other clients, they couldn't find that time to check that email. Or maybe they even forgot because they had so many clients on their plate. So please do well to reach out to your travel agents so that they can check your email. So, and also when you get to your email, make sure you check your spam messages, social media messages, primary messages, and all of that. That message might just be there chilling without you knowing. So now, a lot of people reached out to me telling me that they got denied visas and they want to reapply. And the reasons for which most of these people were denied was insufficient funds. That is to say, the money they had in their bank account wasn't enough. Now, a lot of you don't even know how this proof of funds works. That is why I am here to give you a breakdown so that if you have been making these mistakes before now, you should try as much as possible to avoid it. Now, let me start by saying this. Currently, the exchange rate of the dollar to the naira, from what I understand, this past few days is around 1,600 naira to $1. That is $1 is equivalent of around 1,600 naira. With this current exchange rate, if your proof of funds show that you are making less than 400,000 or you are earning less than 400,000 a month, before you get a visa, it will be very difficult for so many reasons. This is where those legit travel agent comes in. Because in many cases now, they will use their level to apply for that visa for you. You know, understand? So not everything will come talk on social media. Many of you know what I try talk. Because of those documents where travel agents, they call the hard journal. That is why the importance of travel agents in many cases can never be overemphasized. Because it gets some of you now, so not get the required docu. Now travel agent will call those those equini join at a package you now. You understand? So that's where it be. So now, if you are earning less than like 400k, because 400k now is like 400k is like $300 something a month. So if your bank statement for the last 6 months is showing that you are earning less than 400 or 300,000, forget that. See, in my own opinion, with the current exchange rate, forget that visa. And if your bank statement is showing that you are earning over 400, 500, 600, let's just say over 500,000 naira a month. If you are earning over 500,000 naira a month, and your bank statement, you have upwards of like 7 meter or 8 meter, you can get that visa. This video are fully loaded. It is fully loaded. You understand? I will break it. I will break a lot of things down to your understanding. So now, let's say you are earning 300,000 naira. For those of you who are from countries where they are using CFA, francs, that's what it's called, right? You can do a breakdown. So I'm using English so that you guys can understand what I'm saying. So now, if you are earning 300,000 naira, 300,000 naira right now is about 270 Canadian dollars. Now, if you are earning 270 Canadian dollars, that salary is already a red flag with the current exchange rate, because there are people who can make that money in less than 2 days or 3 days in Canada. So that visa officer might see it as this person may not come back. That is where you see that you can submit all the required documents to apply for visas. At the end of the day, they will refuse you, and the reason will be they don't think that you will come back to your country. Why is that? There are many factors that will make a visa officer feel that you may never return back to your country. And these factors are: 1, low salary from your work or low income from that your business. Because if you can prove that you are doing well in your country, that already shows the visa officer that you have something you are coming back on. But if your bank statement is showing that you are earning meager pay, it will send a signal to that visa officer that with this money this person is earning, this kind of person cannot come to Canada and go back to their countries. This type of people cannot be earning this meager money and come to Canada and would want to stay. So that is why it is very, very important for you settle down to arrange your POF. Many of you will just find travel agent today. You want to travel abroad tomorrow. No. You have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you are really coming there for the purpose you have clearly stated in your visa applications. So if you have stated that you are coming to that country for vacation, for tourism, for a conference, and you want to come and spend a week or 2, now they are checking your documents. This person is coming to this country for conference, whether UK, US, or Canada, or Australia. So now, what this person is earning, how many months does this person need to earn this amount for them to be able to purchase a flight ticket to and fro? These are calculations. Now, if from that your country to Canada now, let's say it will cost you 2.5 million. Let's say from Nigeria to Canada, it will cost you 2.5 million. For example, 2.5 million. Now, how many months will it take you to earn 2.5 million if you are earning 300,000? That is to say, it will take you over 8 months to earn 2.5 million from that your job. So now, with the visa officer, somebody that needs to earn over 8 months to purchase to and fro flight tickets, will this person come to Canada or US or UK and won't want to stay? Just imagine. But imagine a case where you are earning up to like 500, 600, 7,000. The calculation is like with 3 or 4 months salary, you can purchase flight tickets, which makes sense. And another mistake many of you are making is that you are preparing your POF to meet the requirement of getting that visa to that country. But do you know that you also have to prove through that POF that you have a lot of money, and after spending some to support yourself in that country, you also have money left you can fall back on. This is how POF works. So many of you will just calculate now. Flight, 2.5 million. I will spend 2 weeks there. Let's say every day I'll be spending that 2 weeks. Let's say every day we're spending $300 or $200 on the average. Okay, times 14 days, which means I did like $3,000. So I will not calculate it, put it like that, exactly, apply. They will deny you in many cases. Because if they realize that the only money you have in that your proof of that your bank, if they realize that, please let me take some water. If they realize that the only money you have in your bank account is just exactly the money that will give you flight tickets, spend time in Canada, come back, they may deny you. Because if they realize that after you going to Canada and spending that money, you will be broke, it will be denial. You have to prove that you have enough money that will take you to Canada, take you back, and fall back on. So your account must prove this. Not the one many of you are doing, and just calculate 10 million. I will use 3 million buy flight ticket. I go spend 5 million there. Okay, now you put 8 million for the hazard. In many cases, they go deny you. Because they are not expecting you to embark on that journey and come back home and be broke. So if your bank statement has clearly shown that if you go that trip and come back, you go dey broke, they will reason that you will not come back. Sharp. So that is why it is very, very important. Do your due diligence. And for those of you that are just carrying money, you say, hey, how much you need POF? Hey, if I get 20 million for that POF now, you go carry me. If I have 20 million as proof of funds, it is enough. You will just carry the 20 million, sell your land, sell your property, put the money inside that account. That is not the proof of funds they want to. Even though you have that money in that account, you have to prove that you have regular source of income. That regular source of income is serving two purposes. One, letting the visa officer know that you can take care of yourself there. You have money. Two, letting the visa officer know that you have something you can come back to in your country. You have something that is bringing you back. So that money is serving as proof that you can support yourself while on that trip. And secondly, ties to your country. Because if you can prove that this job, you are loyal to this job, you are loyal to this your business, you employ people, you are paying, this business is dear to you, this is what you are using to make ends meet, so there is no way you are going to leave it and stay in US, in Canada, in UK, in Europe, in Australia, you will get a visa. But if that job, the money is not enough from that work, your salary is small, your monthly business, your monthly income, your turnover every month from that business is small, they will just see that this guy can leave this work, and this business and don't come back with what this guy is making from this business and work. No. This guy will not get to Canada and come back. This is the reason why. This is some of the reasons why they are denying people visas. So be at alert. If they have denied you before and you want to reapply for that visa, all you have to do, the reason they have stated in that visa application, the reason of denial, which they have clearly stated in that visa application. Let's say, for instance, they are telling you they are refusing you this visa to come to this country because they feel like you won't come back. Work on your POF, work on your ties to your country before you apply again. because many of you are making the same mistake all over again. So if you are told now that they are refusing you this visa because they feel like you don't have enough money in your bank account to take care of yourself or support yourself in that country, and this is the reason why they are denying you due to insufficient funds, all you have to do before you apply for this visa again, work on your POF. Let's scale the money up, because it is obvious the money there was not enough. So if you use that same POF with that same money to apply again, with that same amount, you will get the same results. Scale the money up this time to be bigger than what it was when you applied before. So this is basically some of the things you need to know about POF. POF is very, very broad, but I've decided to just come here today to broaden your spectrum, to let you know how this thing works, because a lot of us, we don't know. Nobody's an island and nobody's monopoly of knowledge. So I wish you guys all the best, and let me know in the comment section what you want me to make a video on next, and I will try my best to deliver. So until my next content, I wish you guys all the best.